Most companies think that they are ready for SAP. If they have seen a demo, or if they have shortlisted a partner, or if they think they have a budget. But let me ask you a question. Are you a company who's really ready, or a company who's just eager to spend your money? Hi, my name is Raman, the CEO of Emerging Alliance, a certified SAP Channel Partner. For the past 25 plus years, I have worked with more than 500 plus companies, guiding them through ERP transformations that has shaped the future of their business. In these 25 years, I've seen SAP implementations which have transformed organizations, streamlined operations, unlocked new revenue streams, and made all the CXOs look like a rock star. But I have seen the other side too. SAP projects which have crashed halfway through, burnt budgets, and were a miserable failure. All this not because SAP failed, just because the company or the organization which implemented SAP was not ready for SAP. So, in this video, I'm going to give you a very generic advice which is not technical and could be understood by anyone who understands business. I'm going to compress everything that I've learned and seen over the past 25 years, the mistakes, the success patterns, and the hard truths that most implementation partners or SAP vendors do not tell you. Let me start the video with the biggest illusion that company faces when they go in for SAP, and that is the false sense of SAP readiness. I'm going to give you 5 false signals of SAP readiness that most companies get to face when they are trying to implement SAP. If I have to really caution you about a phase which is very dangerous in SAP, it's not the go-live phase. Rather, it is the kickoff phase where everyone thinks that they are ready for SAP. So, false signal number 1. We have seen an SAP demo. Remember, you saw a published demo with dashboards, automations, reports, workflows. It all looked great, right? But here is the catch. You saw what SAP can do and not what SAP will do for your business. Remember, demos are generic in nature. Absolutely no mapping to your current business process. And this whole demo doesn't address one point, the clarity required on what needs to be changed on your business process to match SAP's expected business process. In short, SAP demos are just a trailer, not the main picture. So don't please get carried away by demos. False signal number 2. We have got a very strong business case for SAP. Well, you build a spreadsheet which shows strong cost savings, gains because of the automations, and a clear ROI for 3 years or even 5 years. Have you actually broken down how are you going to achieve these numbers? Remember, all your business case is purely built on assumptions and not on real data. For example, does your business case involve the resistance factor, the training and the failure of training factor, the post-go-live issues, and the time and money spent on overcoming those issues? No, right? So, without execution clarity, your business case is just a sales pitch that you're trying to pitch to yourself. So please don't cheat yourself. False signal number 3. We have hired a great vendor who will take care of the SAP implementation. So you signed off with a tier 1 partner, a gold partner, a platinum partner, a partner who has been in business for more than 20 years. They have great logos. They have implemented for the best companies in the country. Awards and case studies, all great. But have they studied you in detail? I have seen that most of the SAP vendors or implementation partners start configuring SAP even before they have had a detailed discussion or workshop with the customers. It's mostly a packaged fit that most of the SAP vendors go through rather than a detailed studied process fit which is actually required. So when you go for a packaged fit rather than a process fit, it means that you're going to have a lot of rework in the future. So choosing the right partner is not about how prestigious is the partner, but how much preparation have you done in choosing the partner. Don't mistake me, it might even take you anywhere between 3 to 1 year for selecting the right partner. It is worth it to invest such a kind of time in picking the right partner, else you might lose several more years to just clean up the shit that a poor partner has created. False signal number 4. We have a great IT team, they will take care of SAP implementation. Many companies think that SAP implementation is an IT-led project. No, no, no. Here is the truth. SAP is a business transformation project and not a technical upgrade. Business users, stakeholders, department heads are the one who should lead an SAP implementation project, not the IT department. Yes, they would definitely facilitate the implementation, but not lead it. Come on, IT alone cannot decide what should be the procurement process, what should be the production process, what are the do's and don'ts in financials, what should be done, what should be mandatory in accounting. These are not something that the IT department knows, right? So, without cross-functional ownership, arguments and internal conflicts are guaranteed, which will lead to a mega failure. So, if your business users, key stakeholders and the department heads are not involved in an SAP project, and that too upfront in an SAP project, then the SAP project is a flop or failure in making. False signal number 5. We have used a lot of ERP solutions before. We know it all, so we can also manage SAP. Maybe you have run Tally or Oracle or even SAP ECC as your legacy system. That's good. But remember, it is also dangerous. Prior experience always creates false confidence. Teams assume things will work the same as it is in the legacy system. They always tend to skip onboarding, overlook new features and functionalities, and what they try to do is try to replicate the broken process which was available in your legacy system in a new system, which is going to be SAP. Now, simple and plain question. If you want to see and do the same broken process in the new system where huge money is going to be invested, why do you want to go to a new system? You can always stay back in the old system, right? So think about it. Prior ERP experience should only make you cautious and not overconfident. So summarizing all the 5 false signals that you are ready for SAP, I just want to say a truth. Just because an engine is ready, it doesn't mean that a car can be built. In the next section, I will tell you 5 hidden signs that you're not ready for SAP. As many tell you, and even I'm going to tell you now, most companies fail in SAP not because SAP failed you. Most companies don't fail because of the software. They fail because they didn't see what is coming in front of them. So the 5 signs that I'm going to talk about usually don't show up in any kind of meetings, kickoffs, or discussions. And that is why I call them hidden signs. They start appearing in very crucial moments when there is pressure and you get close to going live in SAP. Hidden sign number 1. No captain, leader, or a product champion. There is no captain or a leader or a product champion for SAP implementation. If you are implementing an SAP project and you ask this question, who owns this project? And the answer is everyone. That's a red flag. You need one person. As I told you, one person with the authority and clarity to make the business decisions. Remember, this one person is someone who has been in your business for long. He understands all the people involved in the processes, all the business processes right from beginning to the end, and is also loyal to the company. The person should definitely be someone who is trusted by the stakeholders and the leadership and management, respected by all departments and communities within the company, and last but not the least, is committed in the transformation that is going to happen to the company through SAP. Remember, a good captain or a champion would always try to break the silos between the department, resolve conflicts between departments, and ensure that there is always a momentum in the project. So to summarize, SAP is not a committee-led project. It requires a captain, a very strong captain. Hidden sign number 2, your data is a mess and more, and to add to it, no one owns it. If your team can't tell you what is the stock available in the warehouses, if they can't tell you what is the opening balances with your vendors or with your customers, if they can't tell you what is the list of assets, customer credit ratings, customer credit limits, pricing, vendor ratings, it very clearly means that you are not ready. So go fix your data first. Remember, SAP runs on structured, clean and standardized data. Otherwise, it is just garbage in and garbage out. Bad data always results in bad output, wrong reports, wrong dashboards, failed automation, and overall mismatched inventory, mismatched financials, whatnot. That keeps continuing. The worst part of this is many companies realize this mistake after they go live, which is too late. So remember, garbage in is always garbage out. A poor data in SAP becomes the standard or a company policy itself. Sign number 3, fit gap analysis is skipped or the results of it is superficial. First thing, what do I mean by fit gap analysis? It's a study where the list of processes or the requirements that your business has is completely listed. And the same is identified in SAP. And you find something, and for sure, the requirement of your business process might not be available in SAP. Similarly, what's available in SAP might not be your requirement. So there'll be a gap. Now, this study or this work is called as fit gap analysis. So here is a very, very painful truth. Most companies underestimate the gap between how they work and how SAP works. So remember, fit gap is a diagnosis and you will have to respect the report, diagnosis report. If you are told SAP can do everything without being shown how, then be very cautious. In any real situation, an 100% match, or for that matter, even an 80% match, is something that is very difficult to achieve. So if you have anywhere between 60 to 70% match between your current process versus SAP's process, it's an excellent decision to move forward with SAP. Otherwise, we will have to see what are the places or what are the process where we can match or where we can convert to SAP's process, and if that cannot be done, what are the process in SAP which can be customized to the company's process. Remember, the more wider the gap, more expensive it is going to patch the gap. So the idea should be how to reduce the wide gap. So you can spend very less money during the planning phase or miss it altogether and spend a huge money when it goes live. Hidden sign number 4, resistance among your user is already bubbling and you do not care about it. If you start hearing things like, we have been doing this process for the past 10 years like this, or SAP will slow us down, you need more time to basically do SAP, don't ignore them. Users' resistance doesn't start at the training. They happen way outside it. It happens in the whisper networks. And software like SAP impacts all departments in business: finance, accounting, procurement, warehouse, HR. So if there is resistance in any level, in any pockets, then it needs to be addressed. If resistance is ignored, then it will cause a huge sabotage in the implementation. Hidden sign number 5, no budget or no plan for after go live. Most companies are ready to go live but are not ready to stay live. Remember, SAP Go Live is just a beginning. A software like SAP would operate in a company for more than 5, 7, 10, 15 years. You should have a clear-cut plan and budget of how you're going to maintain the software. There will be continuous improvement. The usage of the application will definitely increase and the number of users will also increase. So you need to have a clear-cut plan, a clear-cut budget after go live, which is very critical. There will be a lot of activities like hypercare support immediately after go live, long-term support, change request, small tweakings and modifications, freshers training. So there are a lot of things that you should take into consideration after go live. So I'm going to reiterate once again, going live is not an SAP success. It's just the starting line. So if these 5 hidden signs sound similar or is something that you have heard already, then you're not alone. The good news is these are all signs which are fixable with the right mindset and preparation. Having said what are the 5 hidden signs, in the next section I will tell you what true SAP readiness looks like. Now that we have looked at what are the false signals for SAP readiness and what are the hidden signs of SAP readiness, I will tell you in this section how and what real SAP readiness looks like. SAP readiness is not about ticking those check boxes. Rather, it is about building a strong foundation. So, here are the 5 pillars that every company should have before they take a plunge into implementing SAP. Number 1, process ownership across function. If each department do not take the ownership for their process and for their implementation, then the system is going to fail. No matter how good the software is, or how good the implementation partner is. Finance owns the chart of accounts, receivable, payable. Sales owns pricing, customer onboarding. Procurement owns PO, vendor qualifications, master data. Each department and process should have a clear-cut owner who can sign off before handing his requirements to the partner. So remember, you can outsource a development work, but you can never outsource accountability. Number 2, fit gap analysis first and then blueprint. Real readiness means you have diagnosed your business, you know what your business wants, and you know what SAP delivers, and you know exactly where are the gaps. Now, if you think that your company is not capable of doing it, then hire someone who can do it for you. So, proper fit gap analysis should identify which SAP modules matches with your requirements out of the box. What are the customizations required? What are the integrations required? What are the workarounds which can be managed? Or is there a real requirement for you to transform some of your process, change some of your process? The blueprinting should be done based on these facts, not pure assumptions from the past. So remember, don't blueprint based on what you do today. Do your blueprint based on what you want to be in next 5, 10, 15 years. A forward-thinking blueprint. Number 3, executive alignment. If your leadership team cannot explain why they want to go ahead with SAP or why their company is investing in SAP, then when things go wrong, they cannot support you or they cannot defend the situation. So remember, the business case must be clear, not filled with technical jargons. Should be aligned with strategic goals like scalability, compliance, cost reductions, and should be owned by the business head, not just by IT department. Remember, in most of the cases, mid-project conflicts primarily come from the misalignment between executives of two departments. So, when the business case is strong, clear, and has the backing of the stakeholders or the leadership, then you have all reasons of why the leadership will back you when things go wrong. 4, an adoption strategy and just not a training plan. Readiness is not about knowing how to use SAP. Rather, it is about wanting to use SAP or urging to use SAP. So an adoption plan should include, number 1, change champions embedded in the department. Number 2, early exposures to new workflows. Number 3, some kind of gamified learning or on-the-job training or milestone-based engagement should be there. So remember, people don't resist the system. They only resist being left out of the changes. Number 5, post-go-live strategy is well budgeted right up front. Readiness truly means you have planned for what will happen after your toast of champagne. That's during the go-live. True readiness should include the budget of hypercare, an annual maintenance contract, dedicated internal team support, establishment of subject matter experts in each department, some kind of contingency for all process optimizations. So, summarizing, if you're ticking all these 5 boxes of readiness, you're not just ready to implement SAP, you're also ready to make SAP work for you and not against you. In the final part, we will show you how we at Emerging Alliance help companies fast track this SAP readiness with real tools and not just theory. By now, you probably have realized something. Most SAP failures don't happen after go live. Rather, they happen before day 1 because the business wasn't truly ready. So we have seen the story play out across more than 500 plus companies where we have done these implementations. And that's why we have built a very simple tool that can save your time, money, and months of frustration. This tool is the SAP Readiness and Fit Gap Audit Report. This tool should be worth more than 50,000 rupees at its minimum, and we're going to offer you for free. This is not a very generic checklist. It is a guided diagnostics that evaluates your readiness across the 4 dimensions: people, process, technology, strategic alignment. If this tool is used properly and you answer those questions in 60 minutes, approximately in 60 minutes, you will get to know where your hidden risks are, what gaps need attention, and how to de-risk your SAP journey before even it begins. If you are a company who's planning to implement SAP in next 6 to 12 months, then don't wait. Comment ready with your email and we will get in touch with you. We will send you the free audit tool instantly for you to begin with, and we'll be more than happy to have a one-on-one session with you evaluating your results and guiding you how to move forward. So final thing, the most expensive SAP project, it is the one which you started without being ready. So don't go live blind, be ready, be wise. Thank you, and let's get you SAP ready.